Jewell Starsinger here. I've been checking into this autism thing. My son Zach was autistic. I didn't know about it. So, I just thought he was stubborn, ornery, determined, obnoxious, and I always was trying to make him obey me, learn from me, do like me. My son died last year. He was 49. And I have to say, it's been a year and a half since he died, and I did not know about autism until recently. And I have to say that trying to make somebody who has a different brain wiring than normal, trying to make them into normal, is the most cruel thing you can do to somebody. Now the problem is that being part of normal, the crowd, the tribe, is how we survive. That's a very yin thing. The tribe is the yin, and but it's the collective, right? And so that's important, because if you don't have your collective shunning and getting thrown out into the wild all by yourself, you die. It's really hard to be on your own out there. So there's that instinctive need to be part of everybody else, to be like everybody else. But there's also a part of us that is the divergent part, and not everybody has a real strong divergent need. But the ones who are the fiery people. They want to go out and explore and do, and that's especially the 9th house and the Sagittarian types. So people that have a strong number 9 vibe, they want to rush out and be different and explore. Those are the explorers, but not everybody is an explorer. We need both. The way I think it is to find what is best for you has to be balanced with what is best for the collective. The collective cannot determine what is right for you. Only you can do that. So we're in this weird in-between space these days where people are saying, oh, we live in a black and white world. The answer is no, we do not live in we live in a gray world. We live, as Carlos Castaneda said, in the Nagual. The Nagual, it's the in-between. We live in the in-between, the dark and the light, because we're made from both. So what that means is all of your search for black and whiteness is futile. It's futility at the best, at the worst. Futile. We are the gray ones. We only exist in twilight. We exist in dawn and dusk. And the little variations that we experience, the extremes that we experience of the opposites, good and bad and light and dark and blah blah blah, are so minuscule compared to the creators. The darkest dark of the goddess is so different from the brightest light of the god. We cannot fathom, but we can get a vague understanding of that if we are aware. And that's what we're here to do, is we are here to give data and experience, through experience, to those creators, because they know nothing. They are amoral. They just do them. So God does God, Goddess does Goddess. And we're in between that. So these neurodivergent people, these are the ones that are expressing something new that we all need to understand. We aren't going to change things. A friend said, oh, I've changed, and she has. But guess what? What do you change? Do you change yourself? Or do you change your reactions to how you experience the world? What is that? Who's changing? What's changing? Ask. What in me is different? For me, what's different from the overweight, sick woman who came to Oregon, well, how many years ago? 16, 10 years? Fuck, 8 years? I don't fucking know. I can't do math, I'm driving. So anyway, the point is, you have to dig deep, and it's hard, and you cry. You cry, you hurt. It's horrible. It's just horrible. You have to go through to get there. You have to go through these things. And the pills and the drugs that they're giving you, those are not helping. I'm sorry if you don't need that. Plus, new research is telling us all the antidepressant drugs, they don't work. They do not work. So what are you going to do? What are you going to do? You're going to find your people. That was like a mantra that's been in my head since I was 5. Find your people. My people are autistic. My people are neurodivergent. My people are different. But guess what I have a huge need for is that root. And that rootedness is there too. And that's the yin. That's the place. And the yang is the divergent brain that's searching and seeking and seeing different and seeing big or seeing very tiny. So this road trip that I'm taking is Pluto in Aquarius going into my 9th house of Aquarius, because I'm a Gemini rising, and people with Gemini rising are going to be going through these different changes of mind, blowing our own minds. That's what's going on for Gemini risings. Our minds are being blown. I don't know about the other ones. I only know about my own. I can surmise about others, but if you have a different rising and Pluto is moving into your house, your 8th or your 7th, whatever, depending on your ascendant, then we should talk. I'd love to know what Pluto is like in the other houses. I only know a few because Pluto moves so slowly, you only get a few houses in your whole lifetime. Okay, signing off. Blardy blar.